Hey there, Business Witches. I'm Cheryl, Head Business Witch at the Business Witch Academy, where I teach business owners mindsets, creative strategies, and proven tactics to help you maximize your revenue. I make learning fun through entertaining stories about Ophelia the Dragon, who will be joining us on some of the slides today. And I make implementation easy through actionable steps and inspirational mind shifts. Today, we are talking about one platform, 3 funnels, 0 burnout. How solopreneurs can use Substack to attract, nurture, and retain clients. Now, we've all heard it, just show up consistently. But when you're running a business solo, that advice feels like a setup. You're posting everywhere, but you're still not growing. And the truth is that most solopreneurs aren't lazy or inconsistent, but they are missing a system. And that is what we're fixing today. This hamster wheel, we all know it too well. Post, crickets, burnout, ghost your audience, feel guilty, try again harder next time. But Substack flips that spiral, because when your content leads to connection and connection leads to conversions, you stop burning out and you start building momentum. Substack isn't just a newsletter. It is a lead generator, an authority builder, a content repurposing hub, a trust engine, a relationship nurturer, and an income generating machine. In short, Substack can become the hub of your entire business sales funnel. So some of the features that exist in Substack that you might not be aware of. It can do your email newsletter, bulk email, but it's also a website, a blog, a social media platform, a podcasting platform, a vlog or video podcasting platform. It has paywalled subscription options. It can be a lead generator, a community builder, a direct messaging platform, a group chat platform, and it can even deliver your lead magnet. The one thing that you might have now or might be looking for that it does not do is an email journey. That's an evergreen series of emails that are delivered to new subscribers. It only delivers one email to a new subscriber, not a whole series. So when you build your funnel around Substack, it's not just another tool. It's going to replace tools. It becomes your content engine, feeding every stage of your sales funnel. So your typical sales funnel, the top of the funnel is for lead generation. The middle of the funnel is for you to build trust, nurture relationships, and ultimately convert your prospects. The bottom of your funnel is to sell the thing that you sell. And then there's the part that people seem to forget about, and you don't see it in a typical sales funnel graphic, but I have included it because it is so important, which is your back end, where you are getting repeat customers and word of mouth referrals. So how does Substack play into that? Let me blow your mind. Substack as a sales ecosystem in one platform is so doable. It offers features like Substack Notes, website and SEO, sharing your Substack content on social media platforms, Substack recommendations, the refer a friend button. It has tons of possibilities for generating new leads and new subscribers. And then for your middle of funnel, it is your bulk email marketing machine. It can help you do storytelling and establish your authenticity. It provides you with a platform for your long form content. You can deliver case studies and success stories. You can do podcasts and videos and live broadcasts. You can deliver thought leadership. It does everything you need to nurture those relationships in bulk, which is efficient. And then it can also help you sell the thing. Whether you are using Substack's built-in subscription option or not, you can also create custom buy now buttons that are going to redirect them to your online store or wherever it is that you sell things. You can include calls to action if you sell by booking a sales call and then getting people, into your program or buying your service through a sales call. You can have links to schedule a call. You can build a community and have a paid community and a paid group chat. And then it also does that all important back end to generate those repeat customers and referrals by providing newsletter-based updates on your business, early access to content. You can deliver sales and discounts. There's the refer a friend option. You can deliver exclusive content and recurring subscription revenue. So it does every aspect of your sales funnel. So now I want to talk to you about 3 very specific sales funnels that you could set up in Substack. And these are just 3 examples. The possibilities are endless. But we're going to talk about the content repurpose funnel, the all-in on Substack funnel, and the podcast funnel, just to give you some ideas of what this can do. So the Substack content repurpose funnel, the idea to this is if you are heavy into content marketing, content creation, instead of creating different content for different platforms and just exhausting yourself trying to create it all, what you do is you start with your weekly or monthly long form content that you're creating. This might be written, it might be audio, it might be video, or some combination thereof. So you create your long form content. You are then going to create social media posts that talk about that content, sharing a link, sharing clips and quotes, but all of it is coming out of that long form content. And you can share that to Substack's built-in social media and or other social media platforms, wherever you're doing your marketing, where your people are. And then you can embed your calls to action and your buy now buttons in that long form content. So that's where you're doing your sales. And then on the back end, you can offer things like early access to that long form content for a fee. You can also provide business announcements and sales offers to your email list. Now, if you are ready to stop platform hopping, then the all-in on Substack funnel is your move. Because as I pointed out earlier, Substack does offer the features necessary to create a full sales funnel all inside that platform. So if you were going to do that, you would be making use of Substack Notes, which is their social media feed, and their recommendations feature in order to drive leads and get new subscribers. You're then going to create your weekly or monthly thought leadership article, something that's designed to overcome objections. And that's going to be your middle of funnel. That's your long form content that we talked about in the previous sales funnel. Whether that's written or audio or video, doesn't matter. That's your middle of funnel. And you create it in Substack. You deliver it through Substack. And then you embed your calls to action. Now, if you're all in on Substack, then you probably are going to be making use of their paid subscription feature that's built in. But you could still sell through buy now buttons that link to an online store or book a call with me kind of sales. And then you're going to use Substack for your back end to continue that relationship with customers, to encourage them to buy more, buy the next thing, offer your upsells, offer announcements about your business to keep them engaged, and offer sales offers and things like that to your paid subscribers. And then our third funnel is the Substack podcast funnel. So if your business model includes running a podcast, then Substack is definitely the place to be. And again, you'll start with your middle of funnel long form content, which is your podcast. And you can record your podcast right in Substack. You do not need any other software or tools or apps in order to do this. You can record right in Substack. Now, if you do have other tools that you love, maybe you're big on editing, then you can still use those external tools and then import your audio. So you could do it either way. The built-in recording option does not offer editing. And then you are going to do your top of funnel lead generation by sharing that podcast broadcast out to platforms like Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. And Substack has an integration that's going to push that recorded podcast out to those platforms automatically. You don't have to go and post it separately in a dozen places. It's also going to let you deliver that podcast directly to the inbox of your subscribers. So your watch rate is going to go way up. And then, of course, you're going to sell through that podcast. You're going to include, links in your show notes. You're going to have a call to action as part of, your podcast format. And you can still make use of the inbuilt subscribe option in Substack if you want to offer special things to those who paid. Maybe it's early access to your podcast episode. Maybe they can join in on recording of the podcast and be able to ask questions of your guest. There's lots of different ways that you can monetize a podcast. And then again, on the back end, you're going to get those repeat customers. And you can do that through a number of ways right in Substack. Maybe it's early access to episodes or live audience episodes, or maybe you're going to offer special Q&A chats for your paid subscribers. But all of this can be done 100% inside Substack. You don't have to go to any other tools and try and duct tape things together. Substack isn't just another platform, another tool. It is your sales system. It is your client funnel. It is your business hub, all in one place. And when you use it strategically, it removes the pressure to be everywhere all the time. So you can simplify, systemize, and Substack. You don't need a dozen platforms. You just need one that works. So if you found this helpful, the conversation is continuing on my Substack at the Business Witch Academy. And you can subscribe for free. And I have more content coming out about Substack over the next coming few weeks. And if you love these ideas, but you want some help to implement them, well, you're in luck, because I have 2 workshops coming up this summer, one in June and one in July, where we are going to build your Substack together. So the first one in June is called Launch Sequence Activated. And this one is for entrepreneurs who maybe opened a Substack but aren't really using it, aren't really sure how, or you haven't even opened a Substack yet. Maybe you're using some other platform and you're interested in migrating, or you've got a Substack and you are using it, but you think maybe you could be better. So we will actually go through step by step all of the key settings that you really need to set within your Substack to maximize its value. We're going to talk about branding. We're going to talk about templates and email formats. And we are just going to go through all of those settings. By the time you are done that workshop, which takes place over 2 days, total of 4 hours, you will have a functioning Substack and be ready to start launching your content. And then the second workshop, it built on the first one. So if you've attended the first one, then you'll definitely want to attend the second one, which is where we're going to actually build your funnel. But you do not have to attend the first one to attend the second one. If you've already got a Substack, it's working, you're happy with how you have it set up, and you just want to make sure that you are setting up a clean, clear funnel, then the second workshop is for you. And we are not going to set up just one specific funnel. I am going to give you a whiteboard Canva tool, and together we're going to work through that tool to create your sales funnel. Everyone who attends this workshop is likely to walk away with a different sales funnel. So it's going to be very customized for what works for you and for your business. And so you can scan the QR codes and register for those workshops. And there's also links in the show notes to both the newsletter and to both workshops. So I hope you found this helpful. I'm Cheryl, head business witch at the Business Witch Academy, and I will see you again soon.